we have worked on material request document, and then we travel to supplier quotation, and then we have reached to the purchase order
Mr.
document.
Hassan,
This document requires.
can you speak slowly because we cannot understand. Please speak slowly so we can understand all things clearly.
So okay, I'll try to I'll
please.
try to speak some slow so that you can understand well.
Please.
Yeah. So this is the purchase order document, and you see this document requires to be well formed so that you can go into an agreement with an outside party, because supplier is your outside party, and you are rewarding a purchase order which requires to be well documented and well formed, and everything should be explained in a clear way so that outside party should not have any confusion working with you or completing your requirement on purchase order. So this is the purchase order document. This is my supplier name. This is required date on our header level. Yani if you choose this required date for purchase order, it will automatically apply this required date for each item. But on a single purchase order, if you want each item to be delivered on different date, you can come by and you can work like this. You can change if required date for each one, working with each item individually. But if you want the whole purchase order to be delivered on a single date, you can just put the date here, so it will apply it to each item in this grid automatically. As you have seen, so this is one thing you should remember. So you see.
What is accounting dimension? Can you please explain? They are asking it.
Yeah, no problem. You see, the system is not just recording your expenses and since we are working with the buying cycle, so you're booking the expenses which you are spending to purchase items and materials for your business purpose. But reporting dynamics are not limited.
Please let me explain them too. Okay, so so cost, you can basically link your purchase order with cost center, like you have.
There are reporting dynamics.
Like you have. Mr. Hassan, please 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. So cost center, like your schools are your cost centers. Okay, they are your cost centers and also your profit centers. So you are purchasing something, like you are doing some expense. So it will be recorded against them. If you want to link this purchase order with your like school 1, so you will select school 1 here.
It's not a mandatory option.
No. It is not mandatory. Yeah, you can leave it. But if you want to.
Do you need this to be filled for each school? So if the order comes for, if the purchase comes to Malga, should we put Malga school?
Yes.
Because you know what is the order going for?
No, let me explain its importance. Because when you will see your journal ledger, your ledger accounting, so you can select that. Okay, let me show. Please show me only the school 2 expenses. What I spend on school 2. So you will select this. So it will show you that okay, you spend this money on this school. So this is its importance.
Yani, you are recording everything under general ledger, but in general ledger there is also sub-reporting element which are called cost center.
Cost center, yeah.
So this is
they are
sub-reporting
familiar with cost
element.
center. They all are accounting guys, so they know what is cost center.
So we put it
Yeah, mainly it pertains to accounting department.
Currently we are doing like this.
Yeah. Project name.
Project is something like I think you don't have, because project is some like you got a project from some outside, so you are purchasing things for this, so you will link these purchases from the project. So this is not related to your business. I think.
To take it more simple, if the purchase order for PepsiCo coming from school 1 or school 2, I'll put here where is the cost going to. Simple. Next, address and content. Can I use in the address Google location?
Mr. Hassan, can you expand the address and contact? They are wanting to know about this.
If you do a purchase,
This is the
Yes,
supplier address.
Yani, you see, this is PepsiCo is my supplier, but this supplier, I'm awarding this PO to my supplier PepsiCo, and supplier addresses can be you can have multiple addresses for a supplier. For example,
Mr.
you
Hassan,
can use.
I think these all fields fetched from the supplier. So you didn't put all these things in the supplier master.
Can I answer? If we say
Yeah, no problem.
the,
You see these
the
these
default
all
address it comes
generally
from
fetch
the
from
Mr. Hassan, one
supplier.
minute. They are asking something. Yeah, please.
if we say the default address from this PepsiCo, like
Yeah.
it will come automatically.
Mr. Hassan, can you please come to the go to the PepsiCo supplier and set the default address and all things. So it should come by default directly. Yeah, they don't need to select. You can put the Arabic name here also.
I'm adding an address which is going to be populating while you will be fetching supplier on purchase order.
Also, please check their supplier sheet that they sent. I believe they would be provided the addresses for the suppliers. So please check the sheet, and if the sheet has addresses, so please upload.
Yeah, no problem. We can upload
please.
those addresses which from your sheet as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just working randomly here.
Yeah, you can put any random address here for now. Then we can change this.
So this is the delivery address of PepsiCo, from where the PepsiCo is going to be, delivering you. The billing
Like there
address
are
of the
multiple
supplier.
address types. You can see.
For example, billing address of this purchase. For example, head office of the PepsiCo is located in a city, but its warehouse can be located in an industrial area. For example, if
Mr. Hassan, please select the billing address and continue. We will check all these types later.
Okay, for instance, this is
Put some address, any address,
yeah.
any good address. I think like that would be real one, like that looks real address.
good idea. Can we, but this is address of the supplier, address of shipment for the supplier. And for example, how can I set, now while you're setting our school's location, you set the name, can we set a location
Yeah, sure.
by Google?
Let me
When the purchasing, when he do a request, definitely when it goes to the supplier, it shows him Google Map location.
Yeah. All things are possible in this system. But let us explain this one. Then we will go to that one.
So you see, I have just add this billing address. So as soon as I'll pull, I'll fetch this address into a purchase order. Next time this thing will populate on the purchase order.
Please, can you delete that sales order and create new so they can see?
So as soon as I go back to the Pepsi,
Just select
purchase order
supplier.
for Pepsi.
I believe
Yeah.
it will be fetched. Just select supplier from above again. No, not this. Not this. Mr. Hassan, remove this and remove supplier and select again. Yeah. Okay. Go down. Yeah. It is supplier address, and you can also select the company shipping address from here.
Yeah, it is also different other than this billing address.
Company shipping address.
Shipping, like where this purchase order would be shipped, like your main warehouse.
To the main warehouse.
Yeah.
Always the main warehouse, right?
Yeah, your main warehouse address. Can
Yani
you please create one?
Google location.
Yeah, all things. We can put here the fields Google location, so it will become main warehouse. Yeah. No, shipping, Mr. Hassan. This is the shipping address. Yeah, put anything in. Put anything.
So as soon as I save it, you see this is also landed here.
Yeah, you can see.
So this purchase order will trigger from here to your location to, is required to be or is supposed to be shipped to this warehouse.
Yeah.
Yani from supplier location to your location.
Yeah, that's clear, I think. Okay.
So you can, I'll start going further. We are here on a purchase order. You can also work with the multi-currency. For example, if you are working and purchasing something from out of the country, so the currency will not be Saudi Riyal. So you can also
you purchase all things in Saudi Riyals or
sometimes from outside, sometimes locally.
Yeah, so there would be, I believe there would be specific suppliers that you deal with in other currency like USD.
US, most probably US dollar.
Yeah. So you can set all these things on the supplier level. Like once you will select that supplier, the currency.
In 30 minutes we do Canadian dollar.
For the government? Yes.
Canadian.
Yes.
US dollar, Canadian dollar.
Yeah. All things you can select. Mr. Hassan, can you show the currency, please?
Question: the currency is it linked directly, or you're putting an estimated rate, like based on what you put the rate? Because the rate sometimes
it pull the current rate. Then you receive when you receive things, you can put then it will fetch that rate.
But did you identify the rates over here based on what, manually?
No. It will be fetched automatically. Like you can see, Mr. Hassan, please select another currency like USD. Please select USD. Yeah. So it will. Can you show? Yeah, it will be fetched. This is the rate that this is the current rate. Okay, it fetched automatically. You can change this if you want to change. You can change this.
But I need to change it manually.
Yeah, you can change manually.
We have our rate, right?
3.76 seconds.
Yes. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
You're working with the multiple currency. You can work with the multiple currency, and this document will drive the effect of multiple currencies while recording the purchase invoice.
They work with multiple currencies already. They work.
So no problem. We can run a case of your import cycle as well in different currency other than Saudi Riyal. So you will have better idea that how this different currency other than your company currency will have effect on your books.
Mr. Hassan, that section is clear now. You can move ahead.
Okay. So this is subcontracting. If you are involved, awarding your POs or your any product which requires to engage an outside party to for toll manufacturing, the whole activity is based on PO. So
Mr. Hassan, they are asking something. Please, 1 minute.
If I'm purchasing something from US, usually there is a carrier or shipment fee.
Yeah.
Like an office who do shipping. Release.
The freight charge.
Yeah, Mr. Hassan, can you please show us the freight charges and the shipping charges? Where should I put this?
Yes, before I put it, I book a forwarder or a person, which I am rendering I am acquiring services from, like a freight services or shipping services. Before we go to talk about it, you need to understand the item nature into the system. For example, here these items are stock items, and which you are talking about is the item which is going to be service item, yani non-stock item. So we can create an item. For example, if I add here and
they are asking on this purchase order, like it is total of 991 USD, okay? But they also need to pay like 100 USD for the freight charges. So can you
Okay.
go down? There is a other charges
Yeah.
section, I believe.
Yeah, in here, yani, in the same tax, in this tax section charges, you can also, you can also add your taxes, and apart from these taxes, you can also add a line for freight charges. Yani, here you can book.
Can you please add? Can you please add one? You will select that on which accounting head these charges would be sent.
It's not identified, I think.
We can create.
We can create.
Yeah, you can. Mr. Hassan, please select some existing, not create one.
No, it's okay. It's clear now.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
I can,
Can you open this? We can see where we need to put.
Shipping.
freight or transport or what?
Expense. Can you go to the expense?
Or shipping.
Yeah. Select anything. Select anything.
I think there is one shipping.
Shipping.
Chart of accounts.
Can you write shipping? Yeah, this one.
So, for example, on this purchase order of this 3,620 yani reals, you are going to charge 100 dirhams. So, we have changed the currency to the dollar, so I will just, make it correct.
Okay, so
Okay.
whenever you will be dealing with another currency like USD, so basically your company currency is the Saudi Riyals. So it will show you the converted rates also. Like you are spending 1000 USD, but it is becoming this Riyal in your local currency.
So, for these items, I'm charging shipping expenses of 100 reals, which is also, tabulating here in the after tax amount, because this is the tax amount of 15% of this much of applied on this amount, which is the value of the goods. So these value of the goods are charged on 15% of the value added tax, which comes to this much. So the total is this, and then I charge 100 reals for freight or shipping expenses. So this comes to this much.
Mr. Hassan, please put 100 in the amount column.
Oh,
So
sorry.
I will come over here. Yeah, so now you can see the total is changed and it is
Yeah.
4263. So you can put all your other charges here.
You can add your other charges for related to your purchase order. You can add up here. Any other expenses, any other costs which incurred apart from items, you can add up here.
Yeah.
So we go down, and you can
You can put the
since
discounts, all things here.
you can also work with the discount, but generally on buying cycle there are no discount involved. So here are the totals of the document, and here you have to define
These are the payment terms. Like when you will pay, like you will pay 100% or you will pay 50.
Yeah.
What is your payment term? So it can be defined here.
You can create your
You can
own.
create a
and I mean,
template and it will be fetched.
yeah, you see, I'm creating one for you, and you can create your own.
Yeah,
I'm
please.
creating one for 100% advance.
Please,
So the
please.
invoice portion, 100% portion will be payable based on these three conditions. Yani, on the same invoice date, and the invoice date end of the month, and after the end of the invoice month. So
Yeah,
I
Mr.
generally
Hassan, you can create one and just go back to the purchase order. You can create
Yeah,
one
no.
here. Yeah. Because
So,
if we will start teaching this, so they will be confused. That
When
one.
it will goes.
Yeah, we will set this. We will understand from them, and we will set the and we will.
yeah, we will create for you.
Yeah.
No problem. Since these are templates, and you have to,
Yeah,
you just have to create only once. So
Your
it
all
will
payment templates would be there, and you can just select like 100% advance or 50-50, whatever you
Yeah.
have. So you can select.
So we are creating purchase order on 24th of November. So since this is 100% advance, so it has to be due
You
on
need
the
to
same
pay.
day.
You need to pay on the same day because we have set this.
On the same day.
You can change if you want to
100%
change. You can change.
So this is also the text, other narrative, subjective kind of lines. If you want to write in here for supplier, supplier instructions, you can add a template here. And this
These
is
are
also
basically your
a
terms and
one-time,
conditions. Like
one-time template, one-time terms and conditions, and you can pull each time so that it will reflect, on your each purchase order. For example, the delivery has to be made on time before 5 p.m. This is how this is going to reflect on a purchase order. And you can add up 4 lines if you want. So you see, this is
it will be
this would
fetched
form.
automatically once you will select that term. So all the terms and conditions will be fetched here.
You have to just come here and pull it like this, so it will automatically fetch here. So this is this is the purchase order document, and I'll summarize again. We have pulled this purchase order from a supplier quotation, and we talk about supplier and supplier addresses, and then we talk about cost center and addresses, the shipping address and the company delivery address. Then we talk about currencies, and then we talk about items and taxes and other shipping charges, which we have added here as 100 reals here in this case. And then we talk about the payment terms, and this payment term is going to create your payable aging on purchase invoice document for each invoice. So I'm going to save this document, and we will go to see the print format of this document. So this is how purchase order is going to look like.
It can be changed. It can these all things can be changed. Like
The template.
your template can be
Yeah,
changed.
yeah.
Yeah, you can create new template. You can create your own. It's very easy.
You can create your own here.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So this one you create a purchase order to send to the supplier.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. We also recapped the last meeting
Yeah.
previous.
Okay.
So now we started to
You're
learn the
done from
purchase.
presentation, request completion.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
And this purchase order comes after the quotation, or where does?
Yeah. Once you have received all the quotations, like
Yeah.
4-5 quotations,
Yes.
then you will decide that from which supplier I should go. So once you have made the decision,
Yes.
then you can select one quotation and create the purchase order for the
And then you
quotation.
get purchase order.
Yeah. Mr. Hassan, can you please show us some other format, some other client format, so they will
Say
be.
this, it goes to where now? It goes to finance?
Which one? Like
Purchase order. It will go to the supplier.
To supply.
it will be sent anywhere you want.
Okay. How
Like
can I-
supplier, like your.
Yeah, how can I notify finance of this? That I need payment for.
We will set an email. We can set SMS, whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, we can set email that
Usually-
once the purchase order is submitted, send an email to this guy.
Because usually now for the existing, when we get a quotation, we send an email to finance to either transfer directly or to
Mhm.
recharge a card or request a petty cash.
Yeah.
We're talking payments now,
Yeah,
so they will get notified through the system.
it will be notified automatically. Like once the purchase order is submitted, the email would be sent to the persons that you told us. We will set a notification for this.
And we decide, yeah?
Yeah, you decide that who will receive the like the.
I don't know, what do you think it should, from the finance?
I think it's better once we get the invoice, because with the purchase order we don't have any.
And the finance guy also can log in and see in the system.
Okay.
He can also see in the
And
system.
so the purchase order, the finance don't need to know exactly.
Purchase order finance don't need to
Yeah,
know.
I'm asking, do you prefer in the workflow?
Yeah, finance is not related to purchase order is not related to finance guy.
Not related to
Yeah,
finance.
because he need to.
Once we get the
Yeah.
invoice, sent to finance, then finance can verify with the purchase order.
Yeah, because finance is involved only when the payments are involved.
Yeah.
Like you need to pay something, so finance guy will come.
Yeah. And then the invoice, it will go to the finance.
Ah, yeah,
Payments.
yeah.
At that time, the finance can verify with
When-
the purchase
when-
order, the quantity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So purchase order is clear? Then we will move forward.
So I'm going to submit this document. So
Yeah,
I've just,
please,
as soon as you save the document number is generated, and this toggle bar on the left side is generated as well.
You
so
can
that
share
we
it with
attach.
anything, you can assign this to anything, you can attach anything. Yeah, all these
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
So I'm going to submit it, yeah.
Purchase order now, it's an email.
Email?
Purchase order, I think it's an email or WhatsApp. That's
Yeah. Once the purchase order is created, we can set an email that will goes to the supplier. We can set this. Yeah, it will be sent automatically. Mr. Hassan, we will set the notification so it will send automatically. No need to send manually.
Okay.
Yeah. Please
So I'm
submit it.
going to submit this.
Yeah, please submit it.
So which means once
So
we
as soon as I submitted this, the document is here. Here is in
Mr.
this.
Hassan, please 1 minute. 1 minute.
Once we submit the purchase order, the email will be automatically
email-
selected to the selected supplier.
To the supplier, yeah, supplier email. We have already put the supplier email in the supplier. It will be gone to the supplier. Yeah. Okay, now you can see in the purchase order list, like we created this one PepsiCo supplier. So it is 0% received and 0% billed. You can see all the status from here. Like you have received nothing and you have paid nothing. It is like this. Mr. Hassan, can you please open this? Like for the second order, you can see you have received 56%, but you have not paid anything. Mr. Hassan, can you please open the supply, like the purchase order? So we.
Received quantity.
Can you help him zoom in, please?
Yeah. Please open it.
Can you tell him to zoom in?
Mr. Hassan, please zoom in your screen. Like there is very small text. Yeah, it's okay now. No, zoom in one more.
Come on, come on.
Yes, zoom to-
Yeah. It's okay now. Okay. So now this we made this purchase order, and its status is to receive and bill. Like you need to receive the things, and then you need to bill. Okay. So now, Mr. Hassan, can you please show the action? What actions can be taken on this purchase order? Yeah. So you can create the purchase receipt. Like once the things are arrived at your warehouse, you will create the purchase receipt.
This will be done by the main warehouse.
Receiver. That is receiving your things. Okay. And also before receiving, you can also create the invoice. Okay, you have multiple options. This is related to your flow. Like I think you receive the things first, then invoice. This is your flow, or what is your flow? You receive things, then invoice, or you send payment in advance.
We receive the. Can you say the question?
You receive things first, then pay.
It depends on the agreement with the supplier. Some suppliers we have 30 days like account credit.
Mhm.
Some suppliers no, we need to pay 100%, then we will receive the goods.
Okay.
It's different.
So you have both options there.
Yeah.
You can both options here. You can after creating the purchase order, you can also create purchase invoice. Okay, purchase invoice here. Please click on purchase invoice, Mr. Hassan. Okay. Then against invoice, you will pay the payment. After you have received the invoice from the supplier, you will create here. You will create the invoice here and attach your physical invoice in this. Then on this invoice you will pay. You will pay money.
What if the future Like account credit. Like
okay.
attach all the bill.
Okay,
For example,
Mr. Hassan, can you please go back and make the purchase
I think we
receipt?
set the payment terms during the purchase order.
Yeah, visit 100%, 50%.
Yeah. Now let me show you two scenarios. Like one is the first receive then pay, and second one would be the pay first then receive.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the case when you are receiving the things first, then you will pay. Then you will receive invoice, then you will pay. Okay. So this is the purchase receipt. Like the document will be created by the one that is receiving the things at warehouse. Okay.
Yani GRN.
Yeah. This is okay.
Yani
So
good receipt note. Yani.
good receipt note. This is good receipt note. So once you will click on that, so it will all the things would be fetched automatically, all these things, and you will put the extracted warehouse, like where the things are going. Okay, so in your main warehouse, and some like some things can be rejected, like some things are broken or some things are not. You are not receiving, you are rejecting them. So you can also define the rejected warehouse, like where to put these rejected items. Yeah, Mr. Hassan, please continue.
So this is the GRN document. Storekeeper is just.
Mr. Hassan, 1 minute. They are asking something. Yeah.
At the time of purchase receipt, he can also edit the quantity, right?
Yeah.
Like
After receipt.
maybe we order 10 and we receive 5. We can edit.
Maybe you receive, you ordered 10, you receive 10, but 10 are broken. Sorry, 5 are broken and 5 are. So you can put the accepted quantity 5 and rejected quantity 5.
Oh, okay. Okay, now this is we received the goods.
Yeah. This is you receiving the
Now
goods.
this is when
I think,
From the main
I think in our case, sometimes the schools they requested from Muna or PepsiCo, and they deliver to school directly. In this case, everything need to be delivered to the warehouse, and the bookkeeper update this. So,
No, while we are making the purchase, we can set to which warehouse we can
Yeah.
deliver.
okay, if
You can put school there.
if it delivered to the school, who will do this work? The school.
Yep. The
School
one who
one.
is receiving,
Yes.
we can do the purchase receipt. We can give the access to them.
So
Because
they will do it at
he
the
is
warehouse.
receiving goods.
You'll do in the warehouse. Because this is once when you order, you will define the warehouse. So it will go to the school warehouse.
Once you will order, like when you will create purchase order, you will define warehouse.
Yes.
And also when you are receiving things, you are also defining the warehouse, like where you are receiving.
And, okay.
Okay, so
So
this.
usually I think like for the snacks, let's say snacks, and we sell snacks in vending machines. We never stock snacks in the main inventory. The snack always right away. It goes from the school, they order it from the supplier deliver it to the school. That's what we do.
Then that scenario is like you can
So
put
now-
the warehouse directly to the
Yeah,
school.
now since Sultan is here, the way how it will do, how it will be, school, they will make a request as the transfer request. It will go to Sultan. They will say like they want Oreo, sandwich, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They will do the order to Sultan. Sultan he will take it and he will make a purchase order.
Purchase order.
And then after the purchase order,
For the snacks you are talking?
for the snacks.
No, for the snacks they will raise the transfer request
Transfer request.
and will select the purpose purchase directly.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
they know okay, they know that we receive these things from the vendor directly.
From the vendor directly,
Yeah.
yes.
So they will just create the material request
Material
with the
request.
purpose purchase, and they will put their school in the target warehouse.
Yeah.
Like they do already.
Okay.
Yes.
They receive the goods.
Yeah,
What
they will create the material request. They will submit it,
Yeah.
and Mr. Sultan will receive it.
Okay.
And Mr. Sultan will create a purchase order on that request. Okay?
And then a purchase order. on that.
Purchase order will be made on that request the school created.
Okay. But let's say if Sultan is going physically to buy the items, how would you do it in the system?
Yeah, if Mr. Sultan is going to purchase the physical, like there is no purchase order or anything.
No, there is a purchase order. No, yeah, there's no purchase order. He will go
Then how, like they
He
purchase?
have petty cash card. He go and he buy 10 carton of juice.
Yeah, so they can directly.
He increase the inventory or what?
Yeah. He can increase inventory from the stock entry.
Okay, but formally, how?
But for
I think it's better to create a purchase order manually.
yeah.
Create a purchase order.
Create a purchase order to record the things.
Without supplier quotation, create a purchase order manually, then
Yeah.
he himself can do the purchase receipt.
Yeah, just create a supplier with his name, like with any journal name, and create a purchase order and select that supplier. Yeah. So so all things will be recorded that okay he purchased things of 100 reals or anything. The things will be recorded. If you will directly update the inventory, then there will be no record for the money.
So every purchase will be unified, like we are buying manually or through this one. In our system, it will be
Create.
Yeah.
خلاص يعني ما في شيء purchase buy which because everything is entered in the system.
Yeah.
حتى حسبنا يعني it's better for you.
Okay, so when the let me complete
I
the
have a question.
yeah please.
نظام الدفعات آخر مرة كان يورينا بعد ما نسوي الأوردر ونخلص لو يرجعنا بس على آخر مرة كيف نقدر نخليها نظام دفعات على 3 2
على البل الوحدة ولا
على الطاولة الواحدة.
Okay. Can we go and check if we receive a quotation from a supplier and there is payment method like 50% upon order, 25 upon preparing order, 25 upon delivery. Can we go to this process like identifying the payment methods?
Yeah.
Can we?
In the purchase order, we show you that you can set like you can set this on supplier level.
Payment
terms.
Payment terms.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah. Can we go through it?
Mr. Hassan, can you please go back to the payment terms on the purchase order?
Okay. Yeah.
But let us show you that how you can set payment terms on supplier.
Yeah.
That would be good for you because you don't need to once you will select a supplier, automatically their terms will be fetched.
Okay.
Yeah, please, Mr. Hassan, please.
On a PO?
You can set this on the supplier, then we can fetch it from the supplier on PO.
Okay. So I'll go back to the supplier.
Yeah, please.
And I'll set payment terms for it.
Yeah, please.
So I'm
Okay.
here on the supplier.
This is your supplier main dashboard. All things
Yeah, main.
related to supplier are here. Okay,
And,
please tell us how to set like payment terms for it.
Yeah. You see, you can set the currency for with which you work
Okay.
you work with supplier with. You can also, in here the payment terms is has to be pick and choose.
Please create a payment term with like 30% advance,
نحط فيها نسبة الدفع.
30% advance, and 30% please make three payment portions.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 30 40. Please make 30 30 40. Yeah, you can put any name here, like you can recognize this, that what is this payment.
So, you need 30% as you have to pay 30% advance.
Yeah.
Yani?
You need to pay 30% advance, then 30%.
So invoice portion will be 30% and it will be paid on the same date of invoice.
Like you can put credit days here. Like if you have credit limit, so you can put days here.
And it will be based on
Advance
these.
is 0 because advance you need to pay upfront. So we put 0 here.
So
Okay.
30% for this title of the payment. So I just set this thing. So
Yeah.
now I have to set this thing at what stage you want to make a payment of the remaining the second 30%.
Yeah, please.
30% at delivery or what?
Mr. Hassan, you can select just 30. Please go back.
This is awesome.
Please go back. Just select the 30 from here. Yeah, and you can change due date based. You can change all these things.
Yani in next 30 days you are going to pay the next the more 30% of the more of the value
Are you
value of the
getting this?
purchase order.
Like the
And the rest,
30% upfront, 30% after 30 days.
yeah.
Okay.
Now we have
And then the 40%
Yeah, you need to create one for this.
40% advance will be created of the invoice portion of the 40%, and this will be created like in 60 days of invoice date.
Can you show us what is in the what are the more options in due date based on?
And this is your invoice date, and if I choose this,
Okay,
this is
okay.
and I
Okay,
keep
that's good.
0, so this is going to be advance.
Yeah.
And
Please,
if I
please
if I
set-
keep
please set
end of the
40.
invoice,
Mr. Hassan, please set 40.
okay.
Yeah, save it.
So
Okay,
40
save
days
it.
from invoice, 30 days from invoice, and 0 days from invoice.
Okay, please
Yani
save it
you need
and
to
show.
make-
Please save it and show us in PO.
Okay. So I just made make a partial payment of payment term,
Yeah.
and I'm going to tag it up for suppliers first.
Yeah, please.
I'm here again on the supplier, and I'll just tag this partial payment 30, 30, 40 to this particular supplier.
Okay.
And as soon as
So,
I working
whenever-
start working,
موجودة بعدين
so
نقوم باتفاق.
Mr. Hassan, one
I'll
minute,
again
please. So whenever you will
Mm.
whenever you will make any purchase order with this supplier,
Yeah.
by default these payment terms would be fetched, and you can change if you want.
Yeah.
Then is it also possible to notify the due date to the finance or purchase?
Yeah. All notifications can be set. There is a module, separate module for the notifications. Anything you want to make notification, that can be made. Okay, you see, we purchase order. We
When
make
exactly now we set 40 days after the invoice date. So exactly after 40 days, the system can send us a notification like it's the due date for this payment or this invoice. Is it possible?
yeah. It is possible. You can also see from the aging report, and also you can set notification so that an email would be sent to you. Okay, so we set the default payment format for this supplier. So once we will create any PO for this supplier, so automatically that payment term would be fetched.
So we were creating GRN for this particular purchase order.
Okay.
So I'm going to record the GRN, supposing that all the delivery is received, 100% received
Yeah, please.
in my main store. In a store, the whole PO is received as accepted. The whole 45 pieces worth 3,620 reals is received along with the tax and shipping cost. But these two are going to be booked at purchase invoice level. This document is GRN, and it's not going to book taxes and other expenses incurred at this stage.
Yeah, it is not yet recorded in your payables, because once you will create invoice, then it would be recorded in your payable, and when you will pay the payment, your payable would be decreased.
So you see, I have received 100% of the GRN. So this
Once you
is
have
going to
made the payment. Yeah. Please show us. Please show us
this
stop.
GRN. Yeah, this GRN has effect on these two reporting elements. One is stock ledger and second one is accounting ledger. So I'll show you first the stock ledger. So all these three items with 45 items, 45 quantities altogether, all these items
You can see in the
are
in quantity,
are
like these
recorded.
items are in your inventory.
So I'm seeing the value of the main inventory now.
Yeah.
هنا السلطان يشوف القيمة اللي موجودة في المخزن حقي كم
Mr. Hassan, please go to the item and show us. On the item.
Yes, you can click on any item and you can check the 15 pieces I received for this orange juice in main warehouse.
You can see
So
any
you can
item
go
detail. This is the item detail page, and now you can see in your main warehouse there is 15 quantity.
And we can set minimum
threshold. Threshold. Minimum threshold.
Minimum quantity to do another order.
No, the cut-off quantity. It should not be less than this quantity.
Okay, so whenever it comes to this quantity, you would be notified that you need to purchase things.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Hassan, please show them the threshold thing, auto reorder.
So we have auto reorder level here. Based. You
This
can
is
set.
the auto reorder. You can
set. On warehouse level. So if you are talking about that, if we
you can put
Guessing
here
the
reorder
15.
level. Like once the quantity is reached to 15,
Okay.
it will automatically create the material request.
It will automatically request it immediately.
It will request immediately. It will be in the
Yeah,
draft format. You can see, and if you will approve, then it will. You can create the purchase order then.
It will make it draft.
Like you
The
remember.
whole process will be done automatically to the supplier.
Yeah, you remember
to the purchaser.
Yes.
Material request draft to the purchaser.
No,
He can
you remember we learned a thing that if the inventory is not available, so Mr. Sultan will create a material request for purchase.
Yes.
So system will do this now. Like if your quantity would reach to 15, it will create that material request that Mr. Sultan created.
It will be received to Sultan as a draft purchase request. Then
Yeah.
he approve it. It goes directly.
He will approve. No. On the material request of submission, it would not be sent to anywhere. You need to create like the request for quotation for against that.
It need to be re-requested again.
No. Like you receive material request.
Yeah.
Now you will create request for quotation document.
Okay.
Then it will be sent to your suppliers.
But you receive it on the draft.
Yeah.
immediately. So أنت أي منتج يوصل الحد المعين اللي وصلنا حطينا له رقم معين ويجيك الفورم دايركتلي في الدرافت عندك جاهز. انت بس تدخل تحوله على البيرشيس ريكويست.
Clear? Yes, Mr. Hassan.
بعدين نرجع نحدد وش الماتيريال اللي محتاجين يكون لها مينيموم ريكويست. عرفت؟ يعني مثلا اعطيك مثال مناديل اذا وصلنا مثلا 30 علبه في المخزن يصير في نوتيفيكيشن. اذا وصلنا الجلوفز
Mr. Hassan, are you there?
4 بوكسز يصير في نوتيفيكيشن.
هذا اللي انا قلته من اول اسبوع جيت يوم تقول لي واضح قلت لازم نحط ليميت لكل شيء عشان ما المخزن ما يكبر. بحيث كل ما نوصل لعدد معين لا نبدا نطلب.
صوت في نوتيفيكيشن على تحدد الكميه حقتها. بس الحين في السيستم هذا يسوي لك الدرافت يجيك على طول في الدرافت.
Okay, so Mr. Hassan was showing you the stock ledger. The things are affected in your stock. So it is showing here. Mr. Hassan, please continue. Show us the accounting ledger.
Is this
yes, you see we have
Graph.
Yeah.
Mr. Hassan, can we see the stock ledger in a graph format?
On the dashboard.
Yeah, we can see.
which format? Sorry.
Yeah. Can you please set chart here? Set chart. You can click on the set chart. You can select the please make a chart. They want to see chart in quantity. Yeah. You can you please put another line for the actual quantity, so it will be in quantity. Yes. Okay, so please draw a bar chart. It is not looking good. Yeah. You can see like this on the x-axis you have your items, and on the y-axis you have the quantity. Yes, Mr. Hassan, please continue.
So, sir, this is a stock ledger, and it shows the.
يوريك in quantity, out quantity, على أساس تشوف الانفنتوري عندك in terms of graphs.
You can put anything. You can make these graphs yourself.
And you can select all the items you have.
Yeah. All the items, not all the items, only the items that are in the stock ledger.
Yeah.
You can see for all items too, but that is on another
But
place.
no, what I mean, can I select all of the items in the inventory, or should I go one by one?
No, all the items.
All items.
All items. These are all items.
So it will give me like orange juice low, Coca-Cola high.
Yeah.
It is in fact, Yani, I'll explain, sir. This is, Yani, we are just talking about one GRN, which contains these three items. And you see the filter is also here for the GRN numbers. Yani. If I remove this, you will see the whole stock ledger here for this particular date. For example,
You
if
can
I
put
choose,
filters and see.
yeah, if you see, if I just
It is
pull
now
the
for-
stock from these, Yani, from 1st November. So you see there are other items as well in the store. You can see it as well, other than the GRN and which we have just paid. So this is how it looks like. I'll explain one by one. So this is the document date, this is item name, unit of measurement, incoming quantity, and it is also recording out quantity because this is stock ledger. So it shows incomings and outgoing both, and then the balance quantity. Yani 25
Mr.
minus
Hassan,
this
1
thing.
minute, 1 minute, please.
Incoming and out,
Incoming.
out quantity. From the certain date we picked,
Yeah.
like how many I received, how many I dispatched.
Yeah. That is what.
What is the column? It give me the actual day, how much?
Actual date,
Stock in hand.
stock in hand.
Yeah.
Mr. Hassan, can you please show us where we have stock in hand quantity? There is
Yeah,
another
no
report, I
problem.
think.
Balance quantity.
Balance quantity.
No, they are asking that right now what we have in our inventory. Where to see this?
Yeah, you have to go to stock module and you have to check this report,
There
which
is
is
another
called
report for this.
the name of the report is stock balance report. So you go to stock balance report,
Yeah.
and then just a minute. So Yani, you have to push date. For example, if I just you just want to look for today, so I have to
Today,
just
today,
press
yeah.
this button. So system is going to populate the today's stock for each and every store and for each and every item. So system is pulling the record, in fact. So this is the
That is
report.
good.
So these 5 items are in fact in different stores with this quantity. This balance quantity is
In the balance
the
quantity
in-hand
column, you
quantity.
can see your in-hand stock.
So stock
And-
in hand, balance quantity.
Yeah, balance quantity, and after that column you can see the amount for this too. Like balance value.
So for this date range, for today, these items have this much quantity in
Yeah.
different stores.
Today you have this. If you want to see 1 month ago what was in my inventory, so you will select the 1 month date, like past date. Okay. Okay, Mr. Hassan, that's clear, I think.
Yeah, this stock balance report is not only reflecting the balance quantity of any item in different stores,
Yeah.
but it also
It is also showing your
showing
in
in
and
this
out.
particular date range. It also shows that what was the opening at that particular stage. Or at 1st of October, this is going to be the opening date of the stock item. It was zero like, and then the incoming quantity, outgoing quantity, and then the balance quantity is here. And there are also reordering level is also showing, which we have just set on the item level.
Yeah,
You
that's
see?
clear, I think. Mr. Hassan, you can please continue.
So we have created GRN, and we have talked about stock ledger. Now I'm going to show you what accounting impact is generated at the GRN stage.
Yeah. Can you please go back to the purchase receipt? We came from there.
Yeah, before I go to any purchase request, you can just have a you just you can go back and have a look on your purchase order status.
Yeah, please.
For example, you see your purchase order is 100% received. Now you can come to your purchase order list, and you can just have a look that the list view is also you do not need to go to any report. You just come to the list view of purchase order. In this list can also give you an idea that what is the current status of each PO.
You can see the status is also changed to bill only, not to receive and bill, to bill only. Like you have received all things, now you need to bill. To pay, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Hassan, please.
So you go to this particular GRN, and now you can just a minute, I'll refresh. So this purchase receipt, and this purchase receipt has a stock ledger effect, which we have just talked about, and now I'm going to show you accounting ledger. So you see this much worth of stock has debited your current asset account.
Your asset is debit.
And this thing, yeah, this is asset account, stock asset account, and this is debited because you have incoming quantity in your stores.
Yeah.
And then this is a temporary liability account which system has booked at this stage, not on a supplier name. It is just book randomly, on a global level, and then this will be eliminated at the time of purchase invoice.
Yeah. Have you got this?
This will be debited.
This is the effect on your accounting.
So once we have all sort of accounts, we can link the account payable name.
No. Account payable would be affected once you have created the invoice. Once you have created invoice, then your account payable would be you can track which supplier.
Yeah, purchase invoice is the document which is going to credit your supplier.
This is a temporary account.
This is GRN account.
That you have received the quantity, your goods, but you need to pay for this. So this is hold on a temporary account.
So GRN has debited your asset account and credited a current temporary liability account, and this will be eliminated when we will book purchase invoice, and the actual supplier will be credited with the same amount, and will have the liability on its name, on particular supplier name, yani PepsiCo.
Yeah.
But this is the temporary liability account which will be debited and will be knock off at purchase invoice level.
It is clear?
In fact, this is perpetual inventory system.
Yeah, this is related to finance.
Okay. So in this stage, what will be the cost center mentioned?
Cost center?
Yeah.
Mr. Hassan, can you please show us if we want to see the cost center, like you can see? This is the cost center.
Yani we book these cost centers.
You can apply also a filter. Can you show us the cost center filter? This is the filter. You can select any cost center and it will show you ledger related to that cost center.
Which is also purchasing also will look into this, or we're only talking about the finance?
This is related to like you purchase something and the effect that made on the accounting. So we are
Yeah. But
seeing
who would put the cost center? The purchasing?
purchaser.
Purchaser.
Purchase order. While making purchase order, we
So
will.
the purchaser, you need to be very specific.
Yeah.
This order
واضح بالتكلفة. تكلفة على مين؟ تكون على فرع مثلا الملقى ولا فرع المنار ولا على المكتب ولا على مثلا 30 minutes.
It makes our job easy. So we have to be careful.
كذا بيصير عليهم
لا لا
يصير مثلا ما يعرفون. مثلا مرات يشتروا مثلا أشياء نطلب طلب مثلا فالناس ما يدرون هي هذا الملقى ولا المنار ولا في آخر الشهر لازم نعرف هذه وين وهذه وين
تصير من هنا تفاصيلها كاملة
عشان نعرف بالضبط تفصيلها هذه.
صح.
ايوه تحملها يعني على اي فرع.
Mr. Hassan, this is clear. You can continue. Please go back
Okay.
and show us
Okay.
how
So-
to create invoice.
So you see, here in accounting, the payable section, caters the buying cycle. So the purchase invoice document belongs to payable section. So account payable guy has to
Mr. Hassan, please go
work.
back to the purchase order and show us from there. Because they would be confused if
Okay,
you
okay,
can.
no problem.
Yeah. Please go back purchase order and show,
No problem.
show us from there.
So we can drive this payment cycle from purchase order. You see, we have created the GRN and now it's time for billing. So this particular element is going to be started now by recording purchase invoice. So I'll go to the purchase receipt, which is the
Mr. Hassan,
current
1
document,
minute.
and
Mr. Hassan, 1 minute, please.
based
It's going very fast.
Yeah. That's why I'm stopping him. Let me explain you that what is happening.
Can we go to the first page? To the first to the page back.
Mr. Hassan, please go back. Go back to the purchase order list.
Come on.
Yeah. Go back again.
Made to the buy.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one. The green, this one thing, it's receipts, huh?
Yeah. Green. Like it is 100% green.
Yeah.
Like you, there is a small return that 100% received, and this one is 56% received
Okay.
because quantity. Like you have ordered 100 and 50 is received. And 50
Who would
is
confirm onto this?
Hmm?
Who would confirm onto the 100%?
Purchase receipt. It is calculating automatically
Yeah.
because we created a purchase receipt
Yeah.
and we put that we have received
so
all
after-
things.
So after the purchase receipt and until
Yeah. So it is getting this from the purchase receipt. Okay. So now we have received all things. We need to bill. We need to create a purchase invoice. Like supplier send us invoice in the email, but now we need to record this in our system. So we have two options here. Like we can create invoice on the purchase order directly, like on the whole purchase order, and we have also option to invoice only the receipt items. Like we have what we have received.
And you request an invoice?
Received. Sorry.
You request an invoice from this?
Yeah. We requested invoice from supplier. They sent me in the email,
Yeah.
and now we are we need to put in this system. Like we need to record in this system.
Okay.
So we have two options. Like we can create invoice for the whole purchase order.
Yeah.
Like we created a purchase order of 100 items.
Okay.
So we can put directly purchase invoice on the purchase order, and also we have option to create invoice for the purchase receipt only. Like we have purchase order of 100, but we receive 50. So we can invoice for the 50.
Yes.
Either we put it in the main order we created or on the receiving notice.
Yeah.
Receiving form.
Yeah. On the purchase order, the invoice would be 100%, and on the receiving,
I'll tell you something. Usually the finance, they need to have a record of the invoice. Which one of these two is linked to the finance? The receiving or the purchase?
no, it is up to your floor. It is up to
Invoice, it's the VAT invoice we get from the supplier.
Yeah, but now to link this invoice to the, he's saying that we have two ways to link this invoice. either in the purchase order that we send to the request to the suppliers or to the receive notice. Right?
To the maybe the one which we receive will provide them.
For example, you have ordered 100, but you receive only 20.
We'll make
So
invoice.
you will ask your supplier that send me the invoice for the 20 only, not 100.
So in the receive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you have received 20, you need to pay for 20, not 100.
And finance, they have access to the receiving notice, receiving form.
Purchase invoice, who create purchase invoice? Like finance guy or
No,
who?
purchase department.
Yeah, so he will create purchase invoice and the purchase invoice would be emailed to the finance guy.
And we'll make the payment and we'll give entry.
Yeah, and he will make the payment and he will do the payment entry. Okay. So Mr. Hassan, please create invoice on the receipt.
So, sir, I'll just,
one minute.
I'll just add one more thing.
Mr. Hassan, 1 minute. On the receiving, you can also create the purchase return. Like you have received the defected items and you accept it. Then after that, you realize that okay, these are the defected items. So you can create purchase return from here also.
Like damaged product.
You are rejecting. You are saying that supplier, please return this. So you can create purchase return from here.
The return will.
It will less.
Let's have show you more experience on just the purchase, and then we can go on to the purchase.
Mr. Hassan, please create invoice.
Okay.
On the
So
receiving,
I'll just add
on the receiving
add one
note,
more
you will
line
create
that
on
you can
the,
couple.
please
You can
continue.
couple. You can make any combination. For example, one PO to one PO can result in two GRNs, and two GRNs can couple into one invoice. And you can make any combination. There is no problem with this. Any system can identify it. So here we have one PO and one GRN, and I'm going to create the 100% invoice for it based on the GRN.
On the receiving note, he is creating the invoice now. So invoice will take only the receiving items. It will not see that what was the purchase order. It will only take what was accepted. So we have accepted 10, so it is showing us 10. If we have accepted 5, so it will be showing 5.
If we order 10.
So at this.
If you order 10, you receive 2 and make invoice of the receiving, so it will get 2.
So not only he's this purchase invoice document is going to.
No, this is not related to stock on hand. We are creating invoice now.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the receiving note.
On the receiving note,
it will reflect on the stock on hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once you are doing this, you have to verify with the invoice which we receive from the supplier.
Yeah, you will create invoice here, and also you can put attachment of your hard copy of invoice.
Okay, so now we're requesting an invoice from the supplier, right?
No.
No.
Now what's it then?
It's like we may already received the invoice.
Okay.
For the receipt.
Yeah.
The quantity which we received. Now we have to put this into our system. The invoice.
The invoice put in the system.
You need to record the
I
invoice.
want to relate to what we are doing right now.
This invoice will
Yeah.
go to the finance like an account payable.
Yeah.
The finance can understand that like we receive 5
This
item
invoice.
worth 10, which
Yeah.
is the total is 50.
Very good. If we relate this to what we are doing right now, the invoice, they will receive the purchasing, and then they will send it to you as
A purchase invoice.
purchasing invoice. See, this is the purchasing invoice.
Yes.
So instead of the email, they will do it through the system.
Yep, that's
And
it.
it will be recorded right away and going to the finance in the ledger.
Yep.
That's what.
Yes. And they give us the hard copy we attach with this one for the
And
finance.
they will give you for the
Yeah.
finance. Okay, let's continue. So now we're assuming now Sawaan, he received the invoice already in the email.
He received the invoice in the email. Now he need to record this in the system. So he will come here and create the purchase.
While you are doing this purchase invoice, you have to verify with the invoice.
Yeah. You need to put all the things that is like you need to like review your hard copy with this, because maybe supplier has sent you invoice of like wrong invoice. Yeah, different. So you need to verify.
لازم تشوف الفاتورة من supplier.
لازم تأكيد الفاتورة.
أيوة.
Yes.
Of course.
أكيد.
Yes, Mr.
Okay,
Hassan.
let's go. And there is and you said there is like a place to attach the original invoice.
Yeah.
We can attach a lot of invoices.
Yeah,
the
yeah, a
cloud,
lot.
and we can have like a soft copy of all the invoices
Yeah.
in the system, so. And it also the finance can.
You can see this attachment section. You can attach multiple invoices here.
Space on the cloud isn't.
Yeah. You can.
So كل الانفويسز حطها في السيستم.
So you see
ولا أرسلها.
خلاص ما عاد هذا الحين now we're gonna see how they create the invoice, right?
Say like maybe we attach invoice in Minami, we can download.
Yeah. Please, Mr. Hassan, please show them how to attach invoice with it.
Yeah, let's do like a whole thing.
Yeah.
So you see, I'm here on the purchase invoice. The purchase order and purchase receipt are already attached here with this purchase invoice document. And as soon as you save it, this on the left side, this section is appeared, and then you can attach as many document
Once you
as
have
you
saved
can.
the invoice in the draft format, so the left section will be appeared, and you can attach anything here. Like
And you can attach any Excel or any PDF or anything you want.
It's good to have it as a record in the cloud.
Yeah. You can put anything here. Please attach some PDF.
Yeah, for this, there shouldn't be any like emails going back and forth between finance and bills.
Yeah. Emails will be set.
It will be generated automatically.
It will be everything on through the system.
Yeah.
Even payment method, supplier,
They
account
will
number.
once they submit, they
Like
will
once
be
he
sent
will
automatically.
submit the invoice,
Yeah.
the finance guy will receive an email from system
Yeah.
that the invoice is generated. Please pay this.
Please pay it. So.
Yeah. So he will.
And now in the emails, please pay this and then you.
No need, it's generated automatically.
No need to email manually. It will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when the finance they receive the invoice to enter it in the bank,
Uh-huh.
the responsible to pay the.
He will pay from bank and will record here.
Okay.
He will pay the payment like he received the invoice.
Mhm.
He will pay payment to supplier from bank
Okay.
and make an entry here that I have paid this. So in the system, your bank will be decreased in the ERP.
Accounts payable will also be.
Yeah. So like he attached. Mr. Hassan, can you please show us the attachments he attached here? Click on this. You will click this and you can review all whatever you have attached. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Hassan, please go ahead.
So this is purchase invoice document, sir. Purchase order and purchase receipt are attached here as well, and I am creating purchase invoice, and this is the document by which you replicate supplier invoice. Yani you are booking supplier invoice, so you must have
You will
supplier invoice
put
number.
your hard copy number here, like supplier number, invoice
Supplier
number
invoice,
here, and supplier invoice date here.
And this field is unique. Yani if this number is booked at any purchase invoice earlier, if I type it again, system will not book a duplicate invoice or duplicate purchase invoice again in the system, because you're going to pay this and pay this thing. So once you have already paid for something, should not come again and should not pay a duplicate one.
Mr. Hassan, 1 minute,
this
1
is a
minute, please.
unique record.
But here you're adding a supplier invoice, right?
Supplier invoice, basically, this
The
is.
invoice, but the supplier invoice could be a duplicate between different suppliers invoices.
No. Supplier. This is supplier number, like.
Yeah.
Supplier invoice.
Fatura
Supplier
number.
invoice.
The factor number, right? From the invoice.
From the supplier. like Mr. Sultan has recorded an invoice
Yeah.
and he is recording again this, like he forget that I recorded this or not, he is recording again,
Yeah.
so it will be notified that
Okay.
you have already
But yeah,
recorded.
I mean, for each supplier, you cannot like have duplicate numbers.
Yeah.
But maybe like different supplier,
Yeah.
that will be.
It can be.
Yeah,
Yes,
yani
Mr. Hassan.
regardless of supplier name here or up here, any system will not any repeat the document.
Yeah, Mr. Hassan, that this is clear. You can go ahead.
So system is already fetched the item.
All things
I
are
have checked
fetched from the receipt. You just need to review it. That all things are okay.
Okay, and then we will.
Yeah, you just need to review. You don't need to put anything. You can edit the things here if you want, but all things are fetched, and you will just save this. Mr. Zanki, please save this and show us the next step. Yeah. Once the invoice is submitted, he will submit.
Yeah.
It is submitted, and the notification is sent to the finance or other persons like you want, and the invoice status is unpaid. Okay,
Where
this
is
is
it?
unpaid. Please show us the,
Okay.
yeah, it is unpaid, and Mr. Hassan will show us the accounting ledger now. What the payables and all the things.
But the accountant will do that.
Yeah.
You see, the supplier, the name by supplier with its particular name is booked in a credit as a liability, and you see, my supplier is booked in this particular respective account in credit as a liability, and the particular temporary liability account which we were talking about at the stage of GRN, it is debited and it is
debited
nullified.
because
Yani
it was
is out of-
credited temporarily, so it is now debited, and our actual payable is recorded. You can see. Yes, please.
So this temporary liability is knocked off, and my VAT 15% tax liability which I have paid to my supplier, and this is in fact my tax asset.
This is your tax
asset
head,
side of-
tax payable. Like you need to pay
So
this
we-
to government, 543.
And-
This is recorded
yeah.
here, and your shipping is recorded separately because it is not related
It
to your
is ex-
asset.
Yeah, this is tax asset account and this is expense account.
Shipping ledger or?
Yeah. All the ledgers are recorded here. You can make report letter to review.
Okay, and in terms of the ledger of the shipping, we put the whole invoice in one, and we include the shipping in the.
We put shipping separately.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but like some of the items.
It's duplicated. حطها بسرعة.
Yes, في some of the items like the small items that we buy from here.
there is no
Sometimes
shipping.
There's like shipping. There's sometimes shipping fees. I don't know, maybe 100 riyal or 40 riyal. I think we put all in one. Delivery charges. And like let's say sometimes Muna, they have like charges of shipping charges. So sometimes 100 riyal if it's below then. What do they put the 100 riyal? Other expenses, not with the suppliers, not like with the office suppliers. Let's say we bought like 500
It's for
riyal.
other expense and we give a memo. This
Okay.
is the delivery charge.
So this will go right away to the shipping.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Hassan, please continue.
It's like what
So if you see, these are my general.
can, choose for the expenses.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so this will receive like Anwar, let's say he will receive it this way.
Yeah.
This
So
is
everything is ready for you, huh?
yeah. This is he showing that how the accounting is working.
Yeah.
Like this is the accounting
Yeah.
work. Yeah. So it is showing that how things are recorded in the accounting ledger.
Yes.
And we does not have to give journal entry for each one.
Yeah. It is recording automatically.
Already.
To be
Yani upfront you are working on the forms, and the forms have accounting impact on the back end. You can check it, yani, but system is working on
You need
by
to
its
just
own.
review
Yani.
it. Like it is working correct.
And everything is.
You compare this to the main invoice also, right?
Yes, sure.
Yes, Mr. Hassan.
Yani this is the On on purchasing cycle, this value added tax is generally booked on the debit side of tax asset as a debit side of the tax asset account. This is expense
Mr.
account,
Hassan,
and as soon as
this is
expense
clear. This
expense
is
is
clear. We
incurred.
have discussed this. Yeah, you can go back and show us
Do
how
you have
to
any
pay.
question?
Now let's do the payment.
Do you have any question as far as this accounting is concerned?
Do you have any question related to this?
This is clear for us. Now
This is
let's-
clear for them. This is crystal clear.
Okay, no problem. So,
Now
this
we
is
are
the
in
purchase
accounting.
invoice is
Mr. Hassan, 1 minute,
We
please.
are now in the accounting page, and the work for the purchasing is done.
Yeah.
This stage.
This is showing the
accounting page that relate with the purchase.
this is showing the backend work the system is doing, like for related to accounting only.
Can we see if the accountant transfer, how it's going to be notified to purchasing so he can send the like accountant if they did the payment. They're going to attach transfer slip, right? How they're going to attach it and how it's going to be shown to purchase.
Let me show you.
So let's do the
Mr.
payment
Hassan,
entry.
please go back to the invoice and show us how to do payment now.
Now we'll do the payment, so.
We will do the payment from the invoice. Like this is the invoice that Mr. Sultan created and the finance guy is received. Finance guy received email and he will come here and he will show this like this. Like this is the unpaid invoice. Yeah, he will open this and he will review all these things and he will create the payment now here. Payment, this one. Okay. He already paid from the bank online like
He already paid online.
yeah. Amount of payment can be anything like check, like online transfer, like cash, anything. It can be anything. Okay, you have multiple options here. Okay. Mr. Hassan, please choose the bank draft. Like he paid online. Yeah, please. Please check anything other.
Wire transfer.
Mr. Hassan, please select other account because it will be selected automatically.
One, two.
Wire transfer. Please select wire transfer.
Where payment from?
just a minute. I have to refresh it. Yani.
Yeah, please.
Investigation.
Transfer from which account?
Yeah, أكيد يكون موجود يعني. Transfer.
Please set amount. Please set the mode of payment. Like go to this wire transfer. Yeah, go inside. This is something related to configuration. Yeah, please select bank account here.
Which account?
These are your bank accounts.
Yeah.
Please select anything.
So we are making a payment to PepsiCo against the invoice which we have book on purchase invoice. So this was the total of the invoice. So this is the total liability of PepsiCo, and we have to make a payment. So I'm going to make a payment from this account.
Yeah, it will be selected automatically once you will select the payment mode. Like you selected the wire transfer. So we have set behind the wire transfer, this is the account that is linked. So it will be fetched automatically.
We have to have the option open.
Yeah, you can change
And this
it.
account,
You can change it, but
this account is currently has no balance.
Don't make it default because for each branch we use different accounts.
Okay.
From now, if we don't do it.
No problem.
Default.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Hassan.
So this Pepsi company has the total liability on our side of this much, for which I'm making a payment
Yes.
from this account. It has no balance, but we can make a payment, so this account will go into negative. We can control it, but but if there's no payment in bank or cash, we can pay it regardless of it. So the purchase invoice is automatically flashed here. You see one invoice which we have created earlier. So this is the total outstanding, and I'm paying the total 100% of the amount
Mr.
to
Hassan,
supplier.
we will show, we will tell them all these descriptions later. First of all, tell them that how to do payment in a simple way. Like go back, go outside again.
Yeah, so on this one, I think you will go into details once you do the
Go to the
finance.
invoice, like the invoice. Because there are a lot of options. If we will tell you all the things, so you will be confused.
Yeah, yeah.
So we will tell you
Yeah,
the shortest
finance,
way.
go,
Yeah.
any other one.
Click on
Now
the.
just do the payment.
Yeah,
and,
go to the payment.
Go,
And you go to the payment
go
and
to
check.
the payment and select the
you
payment
know,
mode here. Okay.
Yeah, payment mode
Bank
here,
transfer.
Yeah.
and
And
just
come here and account paid from, like from which account you want to pay,
Okay.
and
allocate here.
and just all
Allocate
things are
it.
fetched. All things are fetched automatically. You just need to review it. Okay. And go down, Mr.
And
Hassan.
save it.
No. Check reference number and all.
And check number.
Here, if you have transferred online, so you need to put the reference number here and reference date here. Okay. Put anything
Where?
and click on save and submit. So once you
Wait, go up.
go up, Mr. Hassan, go up.
Here they can attach the transfer slip.
Yeah, you can attach here transfer slip. It will be attached like this. Okay. Submit it, please. Once we will submit it, we can set notification that on the payment submission, send a notification to Mr. Sultan.
How it will looks like, where, and the supplier cost.
Invoice.
Yeah, why, let's go to, this is the transfer.
Uh-huh. No, what you are talking about? Like the
Yeah.
email.
No,
What?
when the finance did the payment, and they attached the slip,
Uh-huh.
how it will shows into the buying dashboard.
Yeah. Mr. Hassan, please go to the payment entry. He will receive email and once he will log in it and will come here, so it will be shown like this record and he can click on